Stock market today, September 29th, 2022. What happened in the stock market today? Well, the Nasdaq is down by 2.84%. S&P is down by 2.11%. U.S. 10-year Treasury is up by 2.6 basis points. Gold is up by 0.03%. Bitcoin down by 0.83%. Oil down by 0.74%. The Mannarino Market Risk Indicator up just a little bit. Yesterday, it closed the day at 259.40. Today it closed at 260.1. This is charting it from August 29th, and you can see we've had this steady increase. U.S. Treasury, 10-year, rates went down, boop, poking back up, but down to what? Not down to here. They went down to about right there. So we're currently at 3.74. S&P 500. Our big trend still down. We see that weekly stochastic moving down, starting to get into this quote-unquote oversold area. Although you see right here, it can stay under there for a while. On this, the upper chart up there, those candles, you see it's still red, so that means more are selling than buying. The day's candle action, we got stochastic cruising along the bottom here under that 20% line. And we kind of have like a little head and shoulders here. See a shoulder, see a head, and then another shoulder. Tomorrow, let's see if that starts dropping down a little lower, or see whatever happens. Now, this is a 15-minute chart of the entire day. This was yesterday. So we see yesterday rallied up, today dropped down, and in this bottom range. So it's rallied up a little bit, but it basically down here. So we're really in this low range over there. Same thing on this big chart for the tech sector. We got a strong downward trend on that weekly stochastic. Money's been flowing out. High amount of selling volume coming in, but not a lot of action there for all this volume. That was a lot of volume. Didn't really move the price or the candle a whole lot. And let's see what happens tomorrow. Healthcare. Our weekly stochastic is starting to really separate, and the money has been flowing out. We had money flowing in, but it just wasn't enough to make any real difference. And we see in this sort of area of the 15-minute chart, we're kind of getting stuck in there. So we're like kind of getting stuck in this support resistance area right here. Really want to see if it's going to break to the downside. It's got to be closing below this level. And if it's going to go to the upside, which I don't know, looking over here, it doesn't seem too realistic right now. It's really got to get above here. A little light on the volume today. Consumer discretionary, same picture up here, right? Weekly stochastic starting to spread apart, and money has been flowing out of there. Decent amount of selling volume came in today, but kind of a dinky little candle there. Is this another tiny little head, shoulders? There's shoulder, little head poking up there. Some people would really think like a pattern like this might be indicative of a move to the downside, and it could be. That's what I'm looking to see. But you know, there's all types of things at play in the market. So until we see it happen, me personally, I'm betting money in a way that isn't is black and white. You know, has more forgiving than that. So real estate's just been going down. Wow, what a good short. You know, if you would have bought some puts up here, woohoo, pretty nice. And we just see that's been a really steady decline, and by the looks of that, it doesn't seem to be changing. Stochastic just cruising around there. Financials. Financials had a really weak day. It's almost like a little doji, although it had a lot of buying come in, or some buying come in to press that up. But maybe a little like head and shoulders. A lot of patterns like that, right? Where you got this lower, it bumped up, now it's back down to this low area, just sitting on that support with a weekly stochastic starting to really gain some distance in those two lines, and money has been flowing out. So it's definitely interesting to see how the week is going to end. This Sunday I'll be posting the weekly chart review where we look at these same stocks but in a weekly chart. So this chart's a daily chart. Each one of these candles shows 1 day of trading, while the weekly chart, one candle shows usually 5 days of trading. And it's sometimes easier to get that big picture view. So look forward to that this Sunday. And what else do we got? So IWM, you can see been moving down, weekly stochastic, just really on this downward trend. Had a little more, this positive looks a little, it's a bearish candle because it's negative, but we had trading buying push it up to the upside. But yeah, looking bearish. Same thing over here, same picture, same story, just a strong downtrend to the downside. And that's probably a red candle, I would imagine. You know, it's a little color wobbly at the moment. Just kind of a, you know, closed here, opened here, and now we closed down here. Just sort of the sideways range, but we closed below this the support right there. Yep, look at that massive amount of volume. The dollar pulled back a little bit. This is 1 year, right? 1 year. But you see, even though it pulled back significantly, when you put it in context to 1 year, it really didn't pull back that much. Sometimes it's even easier to look at it on a line chart, right? It definitely pulled back. It's hitting around the support, and we'll see if it keeps pulling back. Then other assets might go up, but we'll see when it starts getting around this this range in there, the $30 range. What's going to happen? Interesting though, we have our daily stochastic. It's at the top here. You can see that the red is under the yellow. It's getting ready to cross over this 80% line. So generally, like when it crosses, it could just have a good track down. It doesn't always do that, but it could. And even more importantly, we see our weekly stochastic. It's up here, which it could stay stuck up there. See how it's been up there? But it's not down here. It's not in the middle. It's up here. And sooner or later, it might start going down here. We'll have to see. But this is positioned to potentially move to the downside. We'll have to watch and wait and see what might happen with that. Oil kind of moved sideways. It's hugging that low 80 area. All right, 82. Right now we're at 81.10, and just kind of hugging that right in here, right in this area, right in there. Gold, I don't have any data for that for some reason, so we're skipping that for the moment. Bitcoin, still doing its sideways thing. You know, like when it moves, it really moves, and then sometimes it just goes sideways. Look at that range. You know, basically from right here, it's kind of just gone sideways, up, down, sideways. So again, if it keeps closing below 19,000, And if we just see it creeping its way, right now we're in the low 19,000s, right? If it keeps creeping its way to those 18,000s, then the more often it's doing that in the whatever near term, it just looking a little more bearish. Let's take a look at the line chart for SPY. We'll put it on this year to date. There. What is so? Actually, let's see. There we go. So we see we're right here hanging off this cliff, and things aren't looking too promising. Now, what could happen? There could be some rigging come in, and maybe we'll get a little rally to the upside. We saw yesterday. We saw a rally to the upside, but it was really short-lived. If we do get a rally to the upside, it might just be like this: rally to the upside, down, and maybe that was it. We'll see. Overall, what I'm personally doing is I'm looking for some little pullbacks and then some drop downs. But tomorrow, Friday, we'll see what will happen with that. I have lots of options expiring. I love having expiring options. They're expiring worthless. They got one more day tomorrow to somehow not be worthless, but what I'm projecting right now is they're expiring worthless, and I absolutely love it. There'll be links to stuff like that if you want to learn more about those options. You can click the link in the description below. Give you some option stuff. But that's it for now. You guys have a great day.